What's going on, everybody? My name is Judah Hernandez.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Altorf here.
You are watching Cribsheets. This is the show where we review your video conferencing. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Alright, so Chris, you want to give us a little introduction on what it is we're doing and why?
Yeah, so we're looking at clips from the news, the media. We're really trying to look at like how the mismatch of images is going on right now. It's kind of like, you know, these people who more often than not are living, you know, in boardrooms, Fortune 500 companies. They've got the suits, they've got the cars, they're very powerful people, and now they're brought into this sort of space and they look like they're in their closet, or they look like they just literally got their daughter to get their phone out.
Or even public figures. You'd think that public figures would want to present themselves as, you know, professional, or at least better than looking like they're coming from a cave, which is my favorite line. We're gonna be rating people on mise en scene, which is just their environment, what the camera is seeing, what's going on in their world. We're gonna be rating on lighting, and of course on audio. We're not just gonna be looking at bad videos. Yes, we want to help people do better, but we want to see what people are doing that looks really good as well and sounds really good.
And then the other thing is, I just want to say we are just trying to be productive and constructive. We really don't want to make anyone feel bad. We understand it's an awkward time, and sometimes you got to roll with the punches. But the purpose of this is to make it known that with little things you can make things better, and with a little bit of knowledge you can take up your game. You can make yourself go from, you know, looking like you just using something off the shelf to being kind of, you know, to be honest, looking like you're in a studio.
If you get roasted, don't blame us. We're here to help. All right, so can you introduce this first video we're gonna look at, and let's give it a rating.
All right, so this video is with David Frum. David Frum is a political analyst. He's at the Atlantic. You know, it's a CBC kind of style news reporting thing. So he's being brought in to talk about, you know, newsworthy things. The content doesn't really matter, although what he's trying to sort of showcase is that he's a learned person. He's a scholar.
Let's have a look, and we'll critique as we watch.
Joining me now from Toronto is Robin Urbach. She's a Globe and Mail columnist, and joining us from Washington is
oh my gosh.
He's a senior editor.
Yeah, so right away, overexposed. You can tell he is right in front of a window, but not in front of a window. He's actually, the window's to his side. Which wouldn't be that bad if he had a counter light, but the problem is he's using, looks like a laptop.
A laptop or a webcam, which you can't control the light on you. You know, this is the kind of thing that it's really distracting to listen, especially for people who are looking to, you're instilling confidence in. For me, it's distracting.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing about it is when you're using a high, like a single point light source, which is really pretty bright because it's a window, you've got problems with white balance. Webcams are horrible for white balance. They're just not good. They're doing auto stuff all the time, and what you end up getting is this really weird, like, it's super like yellowy kind of right in the highlights.
It almost looks like he's getting lost in the bookshelf, actually. Like,
oh, for sure.
It looks like the bookshelf is completely overtaking him.
Well, it's also because it's like below him. So like the problem with it is that like it's looking up at him, so it looks like he's like kind of like towering over this thing. At least he went for a light. He went and put himself in front of a window, but he made a pretty bad mistake because of the type of camera he was using.
I'm gonna pause this. Let's give it a score out of 5.
Time to rate.
5 being amazing, perfect. First, let's start with mise en scene. My score, 3. I'm gonna be harsh. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2.75 on this. I don't know if he gets a 3 just because The books are boring too. You know, books are a go-to.
Yes, it's super flat. And okay, how about lighting? I'll start with lighting. I'm gonna give this a 2. Like, I've seen worse, but not a lot in terms of lighting. So, the solid 2, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree too, for sure. That I would have rather had, like, half his face is white. And if the purpose of this video is to see his face, I'd rather not be able to see those books. I'd rather be able to see this side of the face. So, you know, 2, definitely 2.
All right, lastly, let's talk about the audio. A lot of people forget about audio. Like, I mean, you can almost get away with this if you have clean, crystal clear audio, but what's the audio saying to you?
Audio is not good. Not good. This is straight up laptop tin. Like, it's a tinny. It's like there's no bass. You don't feel presence, and I feel like this is bottom of the barrel. I would give him a 1.
A risk to a whole vast global system of security and commerce.
I'm gonna give you a 2.3 to up my good friend Chris over here. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I might say it's coming through the Apple earbuds. It's sounding worse than it is. I'm trying to give you some benefit of the doubt, but if you start with trash audio, you're gonna get even worse audio. This is what the format of our Cribsheets videos are gonna be like. We're gonna be reviewing a lot of people's videos, and we want you guys to stay tuned. A lot more coming up, and the next one is coming in shortly.